Attorney Aure.
Mr. Chair. Sige po.
Attorney Aure, you're the provincial prosecutor ng Surigao Norte?
Good morning, Mr. Chair.
Regional prosecutor?
Yes, now I am the city prosecutor of Surigao City, a component city of Surigao del Norte, province of Surigao del Norte. But before I was appointed as a city prosecutor, I was an assistant of the province of Surigao del Norte. And before this case was started, sometime 2017, I was still an assistant provincial prosecutor. We discussed this matter from the beginning, from the start of the local government informed us that there was a religious group actually during that time, and the local government was concerned, and they wanted to investigate if there were offenses committed because it involves minor. And that's why we discussed it with the provincial prosecutor at that time together with the PNP. That was about 2019 and 2020. So we even suggested search warrant to find out what really is going on in the area. However, it was superseded by the pandemic, and the focus went to the dealing with the pandemic. That's why there was no action actually taken by the agencies of the government and law enforcement. And after that, I was appointed by President Duterte as the head of Surigao City. That's why I lost track with the case, Your Honor. I just informed that there is already a case pending just this year, Your Honor.
Thank you, Attorney. Thank you. Before I let you go, Colonel Laude, with the indulgence of Senator Risa, the allegation of the existence of a Shabu laboratory inside Kapihan, were you able to confirm or deny this allegation?
So,
Before that, nakapagkanta kayo ng inspection doon sa loob? Pumunta kayo?
yes, Your Honor.
So, nagalugad niyo ang palibot?
Yes, sir.
May nakita kayo sa Shabu laboratory?
As of now, sir, during my conduct of ocular inspection, there is no presence of or indicators of the Shabu laboratory. However, we still conducting continuous monitoring for this matter, sir.
Thank you. How about yung sasabing mga perimeter defense na may mga paksol? Yung marami paksol sa palibot. Na-confirm ninyo?
As per my observation, there, that is not all real factions that some like military style or police style siya. However, it is made of hut, nipa hut, and other mga yung kubo lang po, sir.
Oh, pero may basta may
No running trenches, sir.
paksol.
No running trenches, just like foxholes, or no running trenches. The small like canals, sir. Canals.
Kanal.
Yeah po, sir.
Okay.
May we request Mr. Chair to recognize our counsel, Attorney Olga Reserva.
Gusto mong magsalita si Atty. Olga? Sige. Sige.
Yes po, relative to the executive order,
Okay,
before
sige.
I continue.
Sige. Go ahead, Atty. Olga.
Good afternoon, Your Honors. I'm Attorney Hilary Olga M. Reserva, and I appeared
Sandali, reserva.
in Reserva.
So, si kanina, attorney, yung apo ng original
De La Peña.
De La Peña ka.
De La Peña.
Ito, reserva.
Yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
go ahead.
I appeared before the Sangguniang Panlalawigan because there was an ordinance created by the LGU of Socorro which exactly copied the EO 49. And we raised the following contentions that the ordinance violates not just the right to travel the members of the Kapihan, also that it exercised the calling out powers which belonged exclusively to the president, and also that it is partial and discriminatory in nature. And at that time, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, the Committee of Laws and Governance, gave them at least 30 days to produce any report from any fact-finding government agency. However, until this day, there was no report given which could prove that there were allegations of amassing firearms, that there were several shabu laboratories inside the Kapihan. So by virtue of that, the committee headed by SP Bernal and the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Surigao del Norte rendered the ordinance as null and void and ultra vires for being speculative, baseless, and discriminatory in nature. That's all, Your Honor.
Thank you. So, ito pala ay revoke ng Sangguniang Panlalawigan.
May I continue, Mr. Chair?
Yes, continue.
That's the real proof na inaapi yung kami ng LGU ng Socorro po.
Sandali. Before you continue, andito yung Provincial Legal Officer, Attorney Christopher Tripoli. Are you around?
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Is it true that such executive order was revoked by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan?
What was revoked, Mr. Chair, was the ordinance that was subsequently passed by the Legislative Council of the Municipality of Socorro.
The municipal ordinance.
Yes, Mr.
The same issue, the same topic.
Yes.
About banning the entry to Kapihan.
Generally, Mr. Chair, they adopted the executive order of the mayor.